The artwork that we have here in Art of the Brick Immersive Experience became a part of the collection really at the beginning of the concept. About 3 years ago, Nathan Sawaya came up with this idea to create these monumental pieces in an immersive setting. And we worked with him from the very beginning to bring this entire experience to life. Nathan Sawaya uses Lego bricks as his sole medium for creating these sculptures. They are 100% created from Lego bricks that he really sketches out in his mind first and then gets to work. There's no internal structure, there's only Lego bricks through and through.
A lot of folks ask me, why do I use Lego bricks for my art? I had Lego as a child. I played with it as a toy. And then later in life, I would rediscover it as an art medium. And I really like using it because people can relate to it. They can connect with this type of art because they're familiar with it as a toy. If someone goes to a museum and they see a marble statue, they'll appreciate it, but very few people have marble at home they can chip away at, but people have Lego bricks at home. And I hope when they see an exhibition like this, they get inspired and maybe they go home and grab their Lego bricks, and maybe they just find some other type of art to do. But it's that connection to Lego that makes it really work.
When you first hear the word Lego art, you don't necessarily know how to put those two words together. And so there has been some misunderstanding in terms of what is the show. And the best way to understand what the show is to come and experience it, because this is Lego on another level. This is artwork and playfulness coming together in a way that creates a whole new appreciation for art. For those who haven't been to an art museum, who are maybe put off by it, this is the perfect place to dip your toe in the waters of art and to really experience the whole spectrum of human emotions that's expressed in Art of the Brick Immersive Experience.
For me, the process starts with the idea. I think the idea is critical. I want to have some sort of inspiration, and inspiration can come from so many different places. Sometimes it's a personal journey. Sometimes it's traveling, and I'll meet different people, experience different cultures, see different locations, and I'll use that for inspiration. I carry a little sketch pad with me so I can jot down ideas. And once I have that inspiration and have an idea for a new work of art, I really kind of sketch it out and try and make a plan. I want to visualize in my mind that final piece before I even put down that first brick. And then as I'm building, it's a slow process. I'm putting piece by piece, and I'm actually gluing each brick into place as I go. So that means if I make a mistake, I have to use a hammer and chisel to tear it apart. So when kids ask me, how can I be you? How can I get your job? I tell them one of the main things besides practice is patience. You got to have patience because these projects take a long time, and sometimes you're working and you have to tear parts of it apart, and that's just part of the process. So you got to have patience. There
are several really exciting and interesting stories related to the artwork. For example, the big yellow that's in the gallery just before us where we're standing now was started as a piece that was about this tall, and now it's over 6 feet tall. That piece yellow has been an iconic piece of Nathan Sawaya's from the beginning when he first made it in 2006. But now he's taken big yellow to another level, creating it at over 6 feet tall. But what's still represented is that figure ripping its heart open, showing it to the world, which is really what the art's all about, is sharing this with the world. When I use Lego bricks as a medium, there are some challenges. There are some challenges in that a lot of the pieces are these old square rectangle pieces. And so when I'm trying to build curves using rectangles, there's some just physical challenges there. Some engineering has to go into place. Also, there's some difficulties when it comes to color. So if I was a painter, I could take blue paint and yellow paint, mix it together, and I have green paint. But I can't do the same with Lego bricks. So if I have a yellow brick and a blue brick, I can't just snap them together to get a green brick. So I'm limited in the color palette by what bricks are available. And that's just the nature of it. But I like obstacles like that. I like challenges because overcoming those challenges is part of the creation of the art. And I like that. So we have over 1 million Lego bricks in this experience that are built into all of these sculptures. Some of these sculptures are made of 60,000 or 70,000 or 80,000 Lego bricks. They're built completely whole. and shipped in massive crates and then moved into the space. So move-in day is quite interesting when we're bringing in these giant pieces and carefully maneuvering them through our doorways to make sure that we get them just in the right spot in the galleries. Nathan Sawaya as a person is an incredibly approachable and affable human being. He's great to be around. He's a lot of fun to engage with. He loves engaging with guests. He really takes a lot of interest in kids who are coming through the exhibit, talking to them about how they build with their Legos. As an artist, he brings that same affable personality to his artwork and uses that to engage with profound issues that really can be addressed across the entire human spectrum of art. So bringing those two things together, he offers us unique perspectives on how to look at the world, but always in this playful and uplifting way.
When I'm creating a new piece of art, I do put a lot of myself into the work. You know, how much of it is hard to say, but I think a lot of those pieces that you see in this exhibition have a lot of emotion in it, and that's personal emotion that I've put into the work. So when you see a figure that may appear to be struggling, that's probably from a time in my life when I was struggling with something. Or when you see a figure, you know, reaching new heights, you know, that was probably a celebratory sculpture. So it just depends on the piece, but a lot of times I'm putting a lot of myself into it.
The public is responding to this exhibition in awe. People have come to me and said, I'm speechless. This has everything. There's something for the whole family. My kid loved it. My parents loved it. So the response has been 5 stars out of 5 stars and really has appealed across the board. We've seen people from all over the Atlanta area, all over the Southeast, from all walks of life really enjoying this exhibit.
You know, as an artist, you're always looking backwards at your work and thinking, could I make differences? Could I make changes? And there are some times when I see works and I still see mistakes, but the viewer might not normally see those mistakes. And so I don't go back and change things. Once I'm done with a piece and it's out on display, I usually just let it go and let the world take it from there. Well, I think one of the main messages I try to convey with this exhibition is hopefully to inspire you to explore more art on your own. I believe art is not optional. I honestly believe that. I used to be a lawyer and I was not happy as a lawyer, and I found that creating art made me happy. And you know, pursuing that even further, I started doing research and found that when kids are in school and they have art in their curriculum, they get higher graduation rates. When they're creating art, they get higher test scores. And then I see in the medical industry, you know, art and creating art is used in therapy. So we're learning that creating art makes you happier. Creating art makes you smarter. Creating art makes you healthier. So creating art just makes you a better person. I think the role as an artist is to inspire people, and I hope this exhibition inspires them to create more art.